The hills of Tuscany are green to the south, but here in Imola the air is red hot. Welcome to Ferrari's turf for the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. The track has been around since the 60s, but the first official Formula One race was held here in 1980. Let's see what excitement lies ahead this year. This is Imola, and it's an old school track with plenty of elevation changes and lots of corners. There's only one DRS zone here, but it follows the long straight right before Tamburello, and should see plenty of action. We might still be early in the season, but that doesn't mean we can sit back and relax. Everything is up for grabs, and nothing is certain at this stage. Okay then, let's get to it. Today, we see the culmination of the team's practice efforts translate to the all-important qualifying session. Drivers will need to perform with remarkable consistency if they're to secure a strong position on tomorrow's grid. It's not just about one moment of brilliance. No, they'll need to prove over the course of qualifying that they have what it takes to occupy those coveted places. Strap yourselves in. This is Formula One. Tension continues to build here as race day begins.
This weekend, Red Bull displayed promise during qualifying. Now they need to capitalize on their grid position and get a good race under their belts. We had a magnificent display from McLaren here in qualifying, and they'll certainly be hoping to put in a dominant performance here today. The weather is very overcast here, and teams are staring at the sky watching for the first sign of rain. Strategies might have to be quite flexible going into today's race.
And seeing it all come together is sure to be a thrill. An exciting race ahead for us here at the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. A somewhat overcast day for the drivers who've now taken position on the grid. Looking at Red Bull. A second place start for them today. They're in with a real chance. And here's the second Red Bull driver. Not as close to the front as they might have wished for, but we know the race order can change a lot during those first few corners. Will their hard work pay off today? All eyes are on the race here at the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go. Oh, and Ferrari just gained a place.
It looks like quite a big accident, yeah.
Copy.
There's been a crash. Sounds like a single car. Let's take a look at the replay. So this was the Aston Martin. And that's an off, and a big off. We've just had a crash on the track. We can take a look now. Now, just watch the Mercedes here. That crash is terrible news for the team.
That was a purple lap.
A purple lap. I'll let you know if the situation changes.
Copy.
Red Bull gained a place. Let's see what happened there. We're just watching the Red Bull. A bold move indeed, and with that, they've gained a position. The driver's team there cheering them on.
Last lap was a purple lap.
That sounds like someone's gone wide there. Here's the replay. Okay, so there we have the Alpine. Oh dear, dear, dear. That's far wider than they would have wanted. I think that was a crash. Let's have a look. Now let's watch this. The Alfa Romeo involved in this one. Thank goodness nobody else was involved. That was a big crash. And McLaren with a great overtake. Red Bull moved up. Who's running wide there? Sounds like someone's locked up. Let's take a look at the replay. Now just focus on the Haas. Just a bit too heavy on the brakes and they've locked up. Looks like there's been a lockup. Was that a lockup on the track?
And we'll box this lap. Box this lap.
Gale and
Yeah, understood.
McLaren gain a position. I think there's been a lockup.
Box, box.
Seems to have been a lock-up. Let's take a closer look. We're just watching the Red Bull. Oh dear, dear, dear. That's far wider than they would have wanted. I think we've had a car run wide. Let's see what happened there. We're just watching the Red Bull. Dear me, they won't have been expecting that. Sounds like someone's locked up.
Ignition P0, please. Ignition P0.
Yeah, copy.
Starting your final lap. That was the checkered flag.
It's a solid result here for Red Bull's driver. Red Bull have come very close to a good performance here, so I expect they'll be doing some tweaking after this.
There's no rest for F1 teams. Let's hope their hard work can get them closer to exceeding expectations in the next race.
At the end of the weekend, It's second place in the constructor standings for them.
Coming up next, the teams will be taking a trip to the Sunshine State. The Hard Rock Stadium is laying down the track for a captivating race at the Miami Grand Prix.